सांसद डॉक्टर सुधांशु त्रिवेदीए शांति स्थापन कामगीरी पर यूएन में भारतનો संदेशो पहोंचाड्यो। 9 नवेम्बर 2024 रोज सांसद डॉक्टर सुधांशु त्रिवेदीए यूनाइटेड नेशन्स में शांति स्थापन कामगीरीना महत्वना मुद्दा पर भारतનું प्रतिनिधित्व करता एक शक्तिशाળી भाषण आप्યું। તેમના ભાષણ દરમિયાન ડોક્ટર ત્રિવેદીએ વૈશ્વિક શાંતિ અને સુરક્ષામાં ભારતની લાંબા સમયથી ચાલતી પ્રતિબદ્ધતાને ભારપૂર્વક રજૂ કરી વિવિધ યુએન મિશનોમાં ભારતીય શાંતિ સ્થાપકોના મહત્વપૂર્ણ યોગદાનને હાઇલાઇટ કર્યું। ડોક્ટર ત્રિવેદીએ યુએન શાંતિ સ્થાપન પ્રયાસોને ટેકો આપવા માટે ભારતની પ્રતિબદ્ધતાને પુનરાવર્તિત કરી અને શાંતિ સ્થાપકોની કાર્યક્ષમતા અને સુરક્ષા સુનિશ્ચિત કરવા માટે સભ્ય દેશો વચ્ચે વધારાના સહકારની અપીલ કરી। તેમણે શાંતિ સ્થાપન મિશન દ્વારા સામનો કરાયેલા પડકારો જેમાં પૂરતા સંસાધનો અને મજબૂત મેન્ડેટની જરૂરિયાતનો સમાવેશ થાય છે पर पण चर्चा करी। शांति माटे प्रतिबद्धता डॉक्टर त्रिवेदीए यूएन शांति स्थापन कामगीरी माटे भारतना अडग समर्थन अने वैश्विक शांति जाळववामां तेनी भूमिका पर भार मूक्यो। પડકારો અને ઉકેલો તેમણે શાંતિ સ્થાપકો દ્વારા સામનો કરાયેલા કાર્યાત્મક પડકારો પર ચર્ચા કરી અને તેમની કાર્યક્ષમતા વધારવા માટે ઉકેલો પ્રસ્તાવિત કર્યા। શાંતિ સ્થાપકોને શ્રદ્ધાંજલિ ડોક્ટર ત્રિવેદીએ શાંતિ સ્થાપન મિશનોમાં સેવા આપનાર બહાદુર પુરુષો અને મહિલાઓને શ્રદ્ધાંજલિ આપી તેમના બલિદાન અને પ્રતિબદ્ધતાને સન્માન આપ્યું। ડોક્ટર ત્રિવેદીના ભાષણને આંતરરાષ્ટ્રીય સમુદાય દ્વારા સારી રીતે સ્વીકારવામાં આવ્યું, જે વૈશ્વિક શાંતિ સ્થાપન પ્રયાસોમાં મુખ્ય યોગદાન કરતા તરીકે ભારતની સ્થિતિને મજબૂત બનાવે છે।
I will now give the floor to the distinguished representative of India, followed by Vietnam.
Thank you, Chair, for giving me the floor. India aligns with the statement given on behalf of non-aligned movement by Kingdom of Morocco. UN peacekeeping is an important measure available to the Security Council in discharging its responsibilities in maintaining the international peace and security. Since 1948, peacekeeping missions have contributed significantly to UN-led peace efforts despite inherent limitations. Peacekeeping successes clearly outweigh the setbacks. India is a proud partner in these endeavors, having deployed more than 29,000 troops over the years and more than 50 UN peacekeeping missions. Even today, more than 5,000 Indian peacekeepers are deployed across the UN missions. Recent conflicts are more challenging, spreading through myriad spectrum with volatile and complex settings, now additionally involving terrorism and armed groups who are capitalizing on the situation serve to their own objectives. India stands at the forefront in the effort to contribute to the peacekeeping efforts as the largest cumulative troop contributor to the UN peacekeeping operations. Our cumulative experience is that in most cases today, conflict resolution lies in the socio-political domain. Peacekeeping leads to a situation wherein the socio-political engagement can take place. It cannot replace them. Chair, allow me therefore to make the following points. First, realistic mandates. These are the must for peacekeeping missions. We must insist on practical and achievable mandates. Mission failures can be attributed to the non-robust mandates. This normally is a result when we keep the troops or police contributing countries out of the initial mandate formulation processes, which we should avoid. Second, the capability enhancement and the commensurate resources for peacekeepers. In the recent years, peacekeepers have experienced a great level of asymmetric threats ranging from landmines to IEDs. We cannot remain indifferent in these prospects. Peacekeepers' equipment should be guaranteed to their safety while enhancing their performance. Further, adequate resources must be provided to commensurate with the mandate. Third, we feel that all missions components and their leadership be subjected to the performance review for achieving the unity and effort towards the mandate, but this must include military, police, and civil verticals as an essential prerequisite. Fourth, protection of civilians. Mandate must be clear and realistic with a line of effort focusing on strengthening the host state security institutions to take on the task to POC. Expecting states emerging from the conflict to take on such tasks without support is unreasonable. Fifth, women peacekeepers are essential in the effective peacekeeping. Include mandate implementation, specialty community approach in the follow-up of our efforts aligned with the action for peacekeeping within documents. India recently co-hosted the launch of a seminal report on women participation in the security sector addressing equal opportunities for women in defense, which demonstrate our commitment to the reforms. Sixth, technology plays an important part in the increasing efficiency in the achieving mandate goals, and the infusion into the peacekeeping operations are must for ensuring the transparent system which inbuilt accountability. Mission should adopt systems like Unite Aware for reliable and cost-effective solution. Seventh, India uphold the safety and security of the peacekeepers as one of the most important aspects of peacekeeping in the complex conflict scenario being currently obtained, involving both state and non-state actors both. It is but necessary that the perpetrators of crime against peacekeepers need to be brought to the justice and accountability for these crimes sought. Eighth, redundant peacekeeping missions existing for the political purpose are drained on depleting resources. Given the dire lack of resources in high-risk Chapter 7 mission, we need to maintain such a redundant mission need to be reconsidered. Exit strategies for the peacekeeping mission need to be built in from their very inception. But any statement cannot conclude without remembering the 4,370 UN peacekeepers, including 180 Indians who have made supreme sacrifice, which stands as a testimony to the fact that peace operations have always been challenging. UN peacekeepers have become a synonym with the elevation of the suffering in conflict zones across the globe. Possibly, no other organization in the history of mankind has done more for the humanity. Chair, let us recall the resolution passed by General Assembly on establishing a memorial wall for fallen peacekeepers at a prominent location in UN headquarters. There are many challenges in front of us, many decisions to be taken to ensure that the memorial wall is established in a manner befitting to its sanctity and its purpose. UN peacekeeping is not just an operation, but it is a mission with utmost dedication. UN peacekeepers are doing sacrifice not for just nationality, but for the whole humanity. Since India believes in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, means world is a family, so we feel for them like a family, and like family members, their dignity should become a symbol of inspiration. Deliberations have taken place, but we intend to take these deliberations to the logical conclusion. I conclude, Chair, with the assurance of India's commitment and support to the endeavors of peace operations will remain unflinching as it is the soul of our old age civilization and tradition. Thank you.
I thank the distinguished representative of India for his statement.